What's up, YouTube? So today we're going to pick up the wheels. Finally going to pick up the wheel. Last night I actually tore apart the bike and put that new needle bearing in, so I'll quickly time lapse that. But quickly, like I always say, if you guys are new and this is the first video you're watching and you want to see this 2018 KX125 take form, hopefully start up in today's video, might be tomorrow's video for the first startup. But yeah, definitely hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a thumbs up right now if you're excited to see these wheels and them on the bike and this build to be almost complete. Right now, it takes 2 seconds. Go smash the thumbs up button. Also, if you really want to help me out, go down below, hit the share button, share it on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Take a screenshot, tag me on Instagram, share it with your buddies. It really helps me out a lot. And we'll head to the store, to this dealership, and hopefully pick up these wheels today. I've literally been waiting for these before I left for club. It's been like 6.5 weeks, 7 weeks, so yeah, it's been too long. Way too long. Alright. Bad news. I don't even know how to be like positive from this, or even, I don't even know. So I went to actually pick up the wheels, as I guys told you in the last clip you just saw. I get there, open up the box to make sure before I pay for it, obviously, to make sure they're all good and whatnot. And of course they're not good, because I don't know why I expected them to be correct or whatnot, but of course they're not the right color hub. Not the right color hub. They're not the bronze titanium type hub. They were like a very bright red, almost pink hub. Yup. Yeah, so I obviously didn't take them home. I don't have them here. I don't have them anywhere, as you can see. So yeah, I told them to send them back, and now I have to wait another month, possibly 2 months, before I even get the wheels. So that's sick. I'm super hyped about that. I guess temporarily, I really don't have any other option. I want to try to fire this thing up, and I want to like roll it outside, you know? I don't want to see it. And that unfortunately isn't going to happen with the new wheels, so I guess I'm gonna have to run these old, disgusting, gross, spray painted, spoke skinned, whatever wheels until I get the new wheels in another 2 months. So you're gonna see me at the track with these nasty wheels on this nice, pretty bike that I'll put on here in a minute. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Start putting together the rest of the parts on the bike and get the throttle and the clutch and everything else good to go, and whatever, bleed the brakes and whatnot, I guess, once I get the wheels on. But no, this sucks. I did not expect that to happen today, so huge shout out to them for I don't even have new sprockets or rotors to put on, so I'm just gonna have to run those, because I don't even know if I want to bother changing out the tires, even though they're whooped. Do whatever work I can today to finish it up, so all it needs to do is pretty much put the new wheels on, or put those junk wheels on, I guess. I guess I'll show you some of the parts I got in from Outlaw Racing. So I did end up getting the bearing aluminum throttle tube, billet throttle tube, and yeah, so we'll throw that on along with the new, or the OEM casing and whatnot, and then cover and everything like that. I got some bar risers for the pit bike over here to actually raise up these stock bars, because they're a little bit low, so a little bit, 1.5 inch. Magnetic oil drain plug, and then a couple little extra spare parts to fix up the brake with the spring. Another brand new spark plug. I got like 3 of those. The spring right there, that's what I needed for the rear brake to go on. And a couple other little OEM parts from Motorsport, of course. Also, a huge shout out to a Pit Posse Motorsports, as you can see right there, for this jack stand. So basically it hooks around the foot pegs right there, as you can see on this side, along with that side. And then now to make my life a little bit easier, I wish I had this at the beginning of the build, but basically, you've probably seen this before, just jacks it up to a little bit easier of a working level, so you don't have to like bend over and whatnot all the time. And yeah, the thing actually goes pretty tall. If I stand back over here, you can see that's about probably halfway tall, so it'll go above my head for sure. It'll be a little bit sketchy, but yeah, that definitely will come in handy now for future bike builds, along with just maintenance on the bikes and whatnot in general. And yeah, huge shout out to them. Thank you. here we go, taking a stock OEM grip off of a 17250F bar. This thing should be super fun. Remember taking off my 14. These things are like infused onto the bar. Yeah, this thing's gonna be super fun taking off. I'm sure a lot of you can relate if you have Cowies. I don't know what other brand infuses them to the bar up. Super, super pain. Alright, so update from the last clip. As you saw, pipe's on, good to go. I still didn't shave this down or sand this down yet. I'll probably do that after the actual reveal video and once I figure out everything. But just for the initial, like, so I can start it up and whatnot. I'm probably not going to start it up in this video. Probably going to be the next video since, as you can see, it's like 10 o'clock at night. So probably not going to start it up tonight. I'm going to get the wheels put on with the flywheel because I didn't have the little pin on the crank. It was kind of like similar to this. I had another one. It was like one of these pieces that go on so you can then line up the flywheel. Otherwise, it's going to spin and the bike's not going to run right and it could damage something. So that took me a good bit. Here's the old crank. Basically, the little piece sat in, if my camera would focus, sat in that slot and then it just aligns with the flywheel. So then it's centered and it's on there correctly. So basically, that took me a good bit. Mike and Phil were here hanging out, so I didn't film too much. But yeah, the flywheel puller was all messed up since I bought my own flywheel puller now. That thing wasn't working properly. Had to like rig some other bolt in there to get it to work. Along with, this reminds me, I should have just bought in the right thing. So when I put the pipe on here, as you can see, the springs on there are really rusted because those are the original ones off the bike. Because I bought an FMF gasket, like the two little gaskets that go in there, and it included these springs, which I thought would work. And of course, they're way too long, so I'm gonna have to buy some, probably just buy some OEM exhaust springs. But for right now, the old ones are on there. You can't really notice it. I guess I could try to clean those up a little bit. But for right now, I'm not too worried about it. I'll just order them tonight, and they should come in early next week. As far as the pipe mounting goes, everything was fine. Right here, that mount's fine. I had this other mount right here that I didn't even know what to do with, so I took it apart because it didn't make any sense to me. But this is all lined up, that's all lined up. The silencer is lined up perfectly fine, but for some reason, this mount right here, if it'll focus, doesn't line up. So I don't know if I'm missing a little bracket that goes from there to there and whatnot. Maybe I can make a bracket. I don't know. I'm obviously did something wrong because that's not the right piece for this. Maybe it's the piece that I used up in here, which is for that, but this mounts the pipe fine. It doesn't move around at all. So, I don't know. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't move. So for temporarily, while I take it off the stand and look at it, it should be fine, but I got to figure it out. It moves a little bit, but that's definitely not right. It's definitely got to be bolted into something. So, I got to figure that out. That doesn't have to be in the vlog. And then looking up back here on the fender and the plastics here on the side panels. So here's the one that doesn't normally have an exhaust on it, since the original, this side, the pipe comes out on the 250F, you know, so this is a lot slimmer on this side. I didn't really think about this, but now since the silencer doesn't take up nearly as much space as the 250 or 450 would, that there's so much room in between here, it kind of looks goofy. And I don't know if Cowie makes the slimmer side panel to also go on here. I doubt they do. I think only the Honda does that, because if you were to have the duals and then go to the single, they have the adaptive plastic. So I don't know. There's just a lot of space in between there, from there to there, from straight behind. I mean, it doesn't look bad from like this angle right here, but unless I were to mount the pipe on the outside instead of the inside here, maybe that'll fix my issue. I'm gonna mess around with it a little bit, but yeah, maybe I'll mount it on the outside so it fills that gap a little bit better, and then it'll just be offset a little bit more, and that might actually push this a little bit closer so that can line up. I don't know. So I'm gonna mess around with it. I'm gonna get those the junky wheels over there put on, and bleed the brakes and whatnot. Fuel tubing to actually run off the radiator down, along with a few other things on the motor to clean up. And I gotta get some gas, I gotta put the brake on, a few other minor little things, but we're almost buttoned up. Unfortunately, the damn wheels aren't here. Yeah, it is what it is. At least we can see what it's gonna look like once I get the wheels and whatnot on. Also, this should be fun, trying to get this gasket up in the tank right there with all this minimal space, along with trying to actually get the plate that goes on there along with the petcock. I think I'm gonna put the petcock on first. I'm not gonna put these little grip tape guards in the frame yet. The initial pictures, we'll show off the nice fancy powder coat, and then we'll put these things on there until I get the carbon fiber, figure out with the carbon fiber what I really want to do with this conversion kit bracket, if it's gonna wrap around. I also have to find another Allen key thing for the chain roller, because I mean, you got two of the same ones and then you got that one. This is a little pet peeve, like it just doesn't look the same, but a good point that I made why to maybe keep it is it sticks out a little bit further, so your boot is gonna rub on that nut versus rubbing on the frame itself. I don't know, it's just I mean, it might help a little bit to prevent it from wearing off, but it's inevitable if I ride this thing a lot. The powder coat's gonna wear off. I'm gonna have to get it resprayed probably next season, depending on how much I ride it, how much it gets abused, and yeah, I don't know, but a little pet peeve of mine just looking at that thing right now. I know a lot of these details might, you might think like I'm ridiculous, but like building a bike, a project bike, and it's like literally almost perfect. Little details matter in this case, and it definitely makes a difference in the long run. I mean, my build, it's not yours. If you get mad, you get mad. If you don't, some of you will understand if you build bikes or whatnot. Well, these hideous wheels are on. Look at how crusty this setup is right now. It's so bad. Look at the front one. We bled the front brakes. They're actually pretty, they're pretty good. 50 feet away it'd look cool, but from right here, this thing looks stupid. Let me know down below, post your comment what you think, what it looks like. It does look kind of goofy since it's in the air. It's not sitting down with the pressure on the forks and things down, but yeah, we didn't put the spacers in, so. All else I have to do, I actually ordered some clear grip tape and then some like clear 3M vinyl for the clutch cover temporarily. Look, I already got a little nick right there. I dropped, I think the T-handle hit it or something, so that's sick. I might pop it off, repaint that. Still have to set up the sag because when I took it off the stand and I sat on it, it's like a super angle, like down, so I gotta set up the sag, adjust the shock, because Josh only like just barely threaded the spring on there, barely any tension on it, so I gotta adjust that. Adjust the forks because I know another guy that built the same bike, he actually pushed the forks up in the triple clamp a little bit higher to kind of even out, so it wasn't like back a little bit and to even out kind of the way it sat in Rhode. I don't really know entirely, I gotta look at the DM on Instagram. But yeah, that's that. It's filled up with transmission oil. Filled up with antifreeze, and yeah, other than that, it should be good. I gotta adjust the routing of the throttle cable possibly a little bit, because when I turn the bar, I don't know, I might have to adjust it. We'll see when I start it up tomorrow, if I have to do anything. Hopefully, cross my fingers that this thing actually starts up tomorrow, and we'll see if my work of putting the entire thing back together myself paid off, and if it runs properly. So if you guys are excited, like I always say, give this video a thumbs up. Go smash the thumbs up button. Let me know down in the comments what you think so far. I don't think I can run the green radiator guards. I think it stands out too much. Like I said, I'm probably gonna take it off and dye it in some black Rit dye. The back cover for the brake, the two little clamps here, and then the disc guard. I have brand new OEM ones over there on the bench that I think I'm gonna dye tomorrow or the next day, and then I'll just take the radiator guards off with it possibly and do that, because they don't actually sell black radiator guards for the 03s. They only have like the clearish ones. So yeah, I can't wait until tomorrow when we fire this bad boy up. But I definitely got to go through every single nut and bolt and make sure it's tight, because just to double check everything, make sure everything's torqued, the triple clamps, the swing arms torqued, everything, make sure all the important stuff is torqued and tightened down and nothing's gonna go loose. And of course, after the first ride, I'm gonna have to do the whole bike again and make sure everything's good. Yeah, it's never good having stuff coming loose and possibly hurting myself or something, or stuff falling off or blah blah blah. And the tires on it for sure has to go on the outside, because as the shock compresses, that tire is gonna hit that pipe like right in the middle of the pipe. So for sure it's got to go on the outside. And like I said, it'll probably fill that gap a little bit better. Electron carbs looking sick in there, nice and shiny. Can't wait to see how responsive this thing is. Huge shout out to Electron, like I said in the last couple of videos, like links down below. I got the Raptor titanium pegs, huge shout out to them too. Both the links will be down below in the description to Raptor along with Electron. So if you guys are new and this is the first video you're watching, definitely smash the subscribe button down below if you want to see this thing start up in the next two videos, see if this thing actually runs. Give the video a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, go down below, share on Facebook, share on Instagram, tag me on Instagram of a picture or a screenshot you took during the video. Don't forget to follow the dedicated Instagram page for the build, which is at Project KX125. If you want to see this thing fire up before the vlog tomorrow, I'm going to post a video of this thing running on the Instagram page at Project KX125. So if you want to see it running, go right now, give it a follow. It should actually, the same day this video is posted will be the video I post of it running. So go give it a follow right now along with my personal account at Tyler Monagan. And yeah, off of that, I'll see you guys in the next one.